wide glutes, and then hi, good morning everyone. We're setting up for restorative. This video is for the teacher training trainees to have a reminder how was the class or what we did. So instead like Sukhasana that we bring the feet close to the groin, this time we're going to bring the feet away from us. The blocks will be under the knees. You can even flex your feet to give a little bit of engagement. So be sure, yeah. And of course, when you are working with maybe more seniors or someone that had like a car accident, they might have all kinds of stuff, hip replacement, and their knees might be here. You can turn the blocks different direction. And so, welcome to Restorative Yoga. Yay! This is a different energy, clearly. We're not going to be doing that vigorous salutations. Here is all about slow down and restore the energy. So it's very much different. That's why we said that we have some different styles in one teacher training. The idea is for you to really, have a broad expansion of your teachings, because we also talk about kind of the layers of the mind. We have different personalities, different body types, different ages and all that, and you just want to serve everyone. So, even if, let's say I love to sweat and power yoga and all that, this is all the private classes that we provide, basically. It's very rare that someone will call us for the vinyasa flow. They want some assistance, some attention. And of course, in order to talk about restorative, we must acknowledge the guru. And the guru of restorative therapeutic yoga is Master Iyengar. This is one of the books that I had suggest you guys to get. You have this on your Dropbox. But of course, if you're old school like me, then you will like to have your paper copy. Actually, I have a beat up copy on the back of the school that it was the first one. And literally after a few months that I did the teacher training, I started getting more officially into the path, let's say, and got more calls about people wanting to share with me. I have lower back pain, I have depression, I have this, I have anxiety. I would just carry this book with me. It was in my car, it was in my purse, and sometimes we got random calls, or you just got a message, yes, I'm looking for a teacher today. And so then you will be, maybe, okay, great, sure, of course. Why are you calling? Why did you have any specific reasons? Anything you want to share with me? How do you feel? Do you have any injuries? And then the person will say, well, I have lower back pain. Okay, no problem. We'll address that. And in your car you have a bunch of props already. And so he was very kind to just give us everything. Because this is enlightened. We call them masters, right? I'm a teacher, they're masters of yoga. Now we have gurus, which are the teachers of the masters. So he was a master, so he put everything for us, very kind. We have another history class where I will give you a little bit of download of the teachers, but just to briefly introduce Iyengar, he was actually not a super yogi or super fit. He was actually suffering of a lot of diseases and meningitis and all kinds of immune disorders, and very sick, very ill for a lot of his life. So when he was, I don't know, again, not very young, he was still 18, 19, he, through his wife, she recommended her brother, which is Krishnamacharya, which is one of your homework. So hopefully you'll get to that. When I send you guys homework, don't wait a week. You send homework today, you have 3-4 days to kind of like, because we're going to be talking about those topics. So now You probably know. Krishnamacharya is the teacher of the teachers, and he was the teacher of Iyengar. Hi, welcome, so happy to meet you. So just put your mat there, and then we'll set you up. So Iyengar was a student of Krishnamacharya, right? For a family connection. And said, go study with my brother. He can help your health. He's yoga master. And so he did. He was sick so for so long. And then he was also co-student with Patavi Joyce. They were actually in the same group. And if you have to practice, sometime maybe you try Ashtanga Vinyasa that has all the sun salutations. Different than Ashtanga Yoga, right? I also need to have a little bit of that. We already have that discussion, right? Like Ashtanga Yoga is we're going to maybe chant it later, but the 8 steps to become enlightened, awakened soul, connected with the source, right? And we have the 8 steps. That is Ashtanga Yoga from Patanjali, sometime between 100 and 300 before Christ. We don't really know, but a long time ago. Then we have Ashtanga Vinyasa from this other teacher, Patavi Joyce, on the 1900s, right? That he made this kind of like sequence that we're doing, but there are 5. And you can never change. You cannot say, oh, you do Malasana or do Navasana or just go to child's pose. They don't have that. It's military service. And if you cannot do it, you go to the end of the line and you do the closing. And then you can only progress if you get to that one, because that is in that line, right? So it's very good to get strong, to focus the mind, but, some people get injured, it's not for everyone, right? If you have a car accident, will you be doing that? No. And let's say you cannot grab your toes, here's a towel, no. So, Patavi Joyce is the one that created this vigorous Ashtanga Vinyasa. And Iyengar, he was also studying together with Krishnamacharya, and Patavi Joyce was very flexible, very energetic, healthy, flexible, and so he was, doing this very easy. And then when he left the school, he left to the ashram, he created this style. Now, Iyengar, he came to sit with Krishnamacharya because he had a delicate health, right? He was sick. So during that time, he became, yes, a great student, great disciple. And one of the things that Krishnamacharya used to do was do yoga demonstrations to the king of India in Bangalore. And one time they were doing a show, and so basically Krishnamacharya told Iyengar do a Hanumanasana, Konasana actually. Hanumanasana is this way split, Konasana is transversal split. And Iyengar told his teacher, oh, my shorts are too tight, I cannot do it, because he wasn't that flexible. But it had something about India to really follow the teacher to like his God, right? And so of course he's going to obey, and then Krishnamacharya looked at him, no, just do it. And then he's like, okay teacher, yes, I do it. And he did it, and then he snapped his both hamstrings, Iyengar. From that experience, of course, imagine one already is super uncomfortable. Imagine 2, he got really injured for many months. He's still very happy to serve his teacher. But then from that experience, when he came out of the ashram, out of the school, he developed this style of yoga, which is called therapeutic yoga, restorative yoga. It's actually called Iyengar yoga. But in order for you to be an Iyengar certified teacher, it's like a yoga university. You gotta practice with a Iyengar teacher, which I am not. Let's clarify that. I'm inspired by his teachings, but of course, To become a Iyengar teacher, I will need to have a Iyengar teacher here in Miami, practice sometimes, get letter of recommendation, then go to India in the ashram in Pune, which I also was, and then is another 2 years and plus where you go, periodically. I'm not sure right now, but it's extensive, right? And then you will get Iyengar certified. So it's a little bit more, like we said, like a little university in this way. But everything that you see related with props was created by Iyengar. Okay, so if you have a block, give thanks to Iyengar. If you're sitting on the bolster, that's Iyengar. And so he brought this. He understood that not everyone is available to do those acrobatic, vigorous poses. Number one, right, with his own injury. That's why I said in that day, the injuries are really a great teacher for us, because allow us to, okay, what is the lesson behind here? Maybe I need to slow down. Maybe I need to be more passive and so on, whatever. You will get that insight. And this is related to all aspects of life, right? If someone, have relationship stuff or whatever, you gotta have that. So that's what Iyengar did. He created all the props for us, and we're very grateful, because what happens is, when we also mentioned is, when you slow down, literally, you are going to be activating that side of your nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, that is the system within yourself to restore your immune system, to restore your health, your peace. I mean, hello, we just really need that in this, always, and especially in this moment. That's one of the things that I also perceived during the famous lockdown. I told you one time, I will kick myself, my own inner guru in my glutes here, to go to sadhana, and I was like, the energies were so heavy on me. The world was crazy. I was alone with my cat in the school. What to do, oh my God, got a sore. And then, right? And so a lot of my practice was very much restorative, and I would stay 10 minutes in one asana, 15 minutes in one asana. Practice will be sometimes 2 hours and a half. I only did 6, 7 poses. And it was so good. It was so good. The first time that I was introduced to restorative by a famous teacher here in Miami, her name is Elaine Stryken. She's excellent. She did a study with excellent Iyengar teachers. And so again, coming from the Ashtanga Vinyasa Power Yoga, we did one asana, which we're going to do today, Supta Baddha Konasana. And I fell asleep. And it was 30 people in the room, everyone, blah, 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 and the props, and everyone doing their teaching and talking, and I checked out. I checked out, and I realized, right. So what was that? I said, wow, this is much better to let go of that chit chat. And so definitely is a great practice to maybe go deeper into that. Instead go, the flight and fight mode. What about if you would just let go here and just listen to the inner sounds, right? Listen to the sound of the breath. Really relax the mind. So in restorative yoga, I gotta call it restorative because of course that bureaucratic paper, but again, it really is all Iyengar. And when you see all that slow flow restorative, that is all Iyengar. Even the yin yoga, yoga doesn't come from China. Yoga comes from India. But they merge the, yin yang and the nadis with, and again, it's just another way, but it is still Iyengar in a way. Okay, so this is an excellent book. Look, you have all the features. We're going to be using this book a lot. And here, again, he will give you the benefits. So everything that we have in the menu is also from him. And then you have the cautions. Benefits and cautions will be here. But not only that, like I said in the beginning, right, when I was like a newbie, and of course I need to, what a moment of research on this and get back to you. But he just already did that for us. So you go to the back of the book, okay? So let's say you wanna launch yourself right now, to start getting yourself prepared, to start sharing this. You can really start, really taking a look at this book. High blood pressure sequence, cold extremities. You have, let's say, heart attack. And I had another encounter with another teacher, and she in a building, and she came like, I follow synergy, I love you. And I just did my teacher training last year. I'm like, oh, how nice, in her car. And her car said, heart cardiac yoga, heart cardiac condition. So yoga for heart attacks and all that. So she researched, and she watched it. Create a niche, right? Yeah. So we're going to be talking about business too, but that's something bronchitis. Here has addiction, asthma, depression, anxiety, incontinence, muscle cramps, lower backache. I mean, you name it. You don't even need to research. Correction. Exactly. You just need to study the book and practice until you nail it, until this becomes so natural for you, right? Headache, migraine, mental fatigue. That would be great for FIU. They hire us, all the universities, because students get so much anxiety and depression in the time of test. So there you go. You can create a proposal like a professional person you are, Excel and PowerPoint, whatever, right? And that's what you're going to offer them. I have a wonderful holistic medicine for your students, and you present. So very easy. Menstrual pain, HIV, cancer is here. I mean, you name it, is everything here. Already done. Impotence, you can mix with a little tantra yoga in there, and then, right, prostate problems, and then, yeah, so everything is here. So you guys will be taking a look closely. I really love that pictures are so big, the positions of the alignment, and so thank you so much, Sarah Inga, we love you so much. And again, when we can't practice meditation if we are all over the place. We need to get to that down energy when you become more passive, get off the phone. Another person that I want to...
I just ordered the book.
Multitasking. Another person that I wanted to mention in our restorative is Louise Haight. Okay, so if you don't know about her, I say that she's like a contemporary guru in a way, because this lady suffered of all kinds of stuff. Like a younger, she also had terrible diseases, and she had cancer, she was sexual abuse, I mean, all kinds of stuff, right? And so she created a method, which I used to have the book. One of my students took it. That we definitely need to get one. But she created a method when you change. Let's say you have ankle pain. So she would say that you have maybe a negative thought pattern, a negativity related with that. That maybe I feel that I don't have support enough, or the need of having people being reliable. My father was really absent in a way. So maybe now I developed this type of energy, and I kick things, I hurt my ankles, things are happening all the time. So she said that can be related with that, right? There's something energetic attached to that injury. And we know that we have 5 layers. So we know that we have a casual body, and we have a physical body that we can touch. Then we have our casual body, causal, thank you again. Causal, which is the body that we cannot touch. Which one? What we the prana, not prana, maya kosha, and then the mana maya kosha, the mind we can touch, and then the vijnana maya kosha, the inner wisdom, we cannot touch those bodies, but we know they're there, right? And then you have basically a soul body, which is your soul. So of course, some diseases and pain might be coming from not the physical. Maybe the danger is here. Maybe, you have many people that die from cancer in your family and you carry that fear on your DNA, and that's going to be showing up somehow until you get to do the awakening about, where is this coming from, and get to the root. So I love to bring the scars from Louise Hay. In her book, Like a Younger, you have all types of diseases and pain, a negative thought pattern, and a positive thought pattern that you should replace, like a mantra. These scars are like a little bit like that, so I will just share this with you guys if you want to grab one today. Usually when I pick up a card, of any card, I just take a moment to call into my spirit guides or angels or Louise Hay. Just please download healing advice for me today, and thank you so much. And I ask for them guidance, and then that's it. And if you guys want, you can do that too. And then we'll have kind of a mantra that I can go over. So I will share saying, kidding me? Right on my wound. I see my parents as tiny children who need love. You that?
Nailed it.
Yeah, just nailed it.
Nailed it, yeah.
Okay, anyone else?
Yeah.
I got that moment. I have compassion for my parents' childhood. I know I choose them from because they are perfect for what I have to learn. I forgive them and it doesn't feel so much afraid. Yes. In my own medical. Wow, that was powerful. Ask and you should receive.
Right? Right on the money.
So basically, receive, so that's one positive thought pattern that I can cultivate. And I'm bringing Louise Hay because we're now in the healing waters, right? So it's about, let's just restore the immune system, heal, whatever. And don't get me wrong, the power yoga and the Ashtanga Vinyasa is all, of course, healing as well, but this is a little bit more subtle in a way. So if anyone else wants to share, you're welcome to do so. So basically you will have the explanation, right? And that will be my thought pattern that I can mumble, has a mantra, right? I see my parents as children, I forgive them, I forgive myself, I see, like that. And if I repeat that 100 times a day or more, that's going to give an effect on my Pranamaya Kosha, on my Vijnanamaya Kosha, on my Anandamaya Kosha. It's going to get in there. It's going to change my thought patterns. You can rewire your mind. It's just like a puppy. We need to train it, Okay, anyone else wants to share? Let's just...
Okay, so mine says, I am safe in the universe, and all life loves and supports me. So that's cute.
That's beautiful, especially after all the
Yeah, and it says, I breathe.
journey.
Exactly, it's a new journey for me. So I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. I absorb with joy as life abundantly supports me and supplies me with more good than I imagine.
Wow! Oh! I feel empowered.
Right.
Anyone else want to share?
Wow, I love this one. Yeah.
¿Alguien más?
I trust my inner wisdom.
Oh, wow.
Good. That's good.
As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I'm safe.
That was a good one. Gives me no chills.
Yeah, so again, this is a little touch, you see, that you can bring, and you know, I just wanted to share, but definitely Louise Hay is something that, and those are her cards, right? The book is excellent, it's so positive. I mean, you read it and you feel like, yes, that is good, all is well, yes. So talking about that coaching.
That's
All right,
awesome.
so let's get started. Then you want to put a blanket like this. I call it the carpet. Oh, okay, I gotta put some music. Okay, let's leave that there. Take a moment to do your ujjayi breath.
Toe in the water.
Okay, so closing your eyes and getting comfortable. Bring the hands on the bolster behind you with spider fingers. And with your fingers, lift your back. Close your eyes. Just take a moment to feel that chest puffing up. And just find that ujjayi sound. Inhaling deep. Exhaling deep and making the sound. And you can do a little bit of that tadasana alignment. Tucking the tailbone in, bringing the belly in. Bring the shoulders back and down. Ribs in. So even if the chest is lifting, be careful with the arch on the back. And let's engage our Mula Bandha, lifting the muscles of your pelvic floor up, scooping down. Let the breath breathe you for a moment, just observe the breath. Breathing through the nose unless you are congested. If you have emotional tension, you can always exhale through your mouth. And then keeping the heart uplift, we're going to bring the hands now into the chest. Push the thumbs into the sternum and making a prayer with the hands. It's called Anjali Mudra. Connecting your Ha and Ta, the sun and the moon, Shiva and Shakti, hot and cold. So you become more a balanced person. And we create our sankalpa, our intention for this class. Let's repeat the Mangala mantra. This is the vow for all spiritual seekers. And repeat after me if you like. Loka,
Loka,
samasta,
samasta,
sukhino,
sukhino,
bhavantu,
bhavantu,
loka,
Shanti, Shanti.
Lokasamastasu kino bhavantu. May all beings without any exceptions be free of suffering, and that my thoughts and actions contribute to their happiness and freedom. Peace, peace, peace to all the bodies, all the lokas, all the spheres of consciousness. Inhale and bring the arms up. This is the opening sequence. Interlace the fingers and exhale. Just push the arms up, lengthening the spine. Inhaling again deep, lengthening a little bit more. Hold the Mula Bandha, tailbone tuck, exhaling, release. And now we're going to just hold it. Inhale. Kumbhaka. Hold the breath. Hold the prana. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Roll the tongue, Ketchari Mudra, and visualize the light between your eyes. Exhaling it slowly. And then don't breathe for a few seconds. Great chakra. Suck the belly more. Don't breathe. Stay calm. Bandhas inhaling deep. And exhaling, bring your right hand on the right side of your body without lifting the left side, just lifting. You can look at me, or you can close your eyes as a twisty point, bringing your attention inward. If you want more, walk your hand away from your body. And try to make a round shape with the arms. So some of you guys are bending the elbow at the top. Reach and lengthen. And let's switch sides. Inhale and return. And exhale and switch. Left hand down, right hand up. Nice and slow. Really taking our time today. Try to stay in one plane. And just breathe here. Preserve your breath to be nice and long and slow. Be present with each breath. And again, return. And bring the hands into your shoulders. I really love this movement. Inhale forward, doing circle with your elbows. Exhale back. Close your eyes and give your circle a color of your preference. Yellow, white, golden, blue, and practice that on the concentration on the mind. Be here now. Linking the movement with the breath is called vinyasa flow. Linking the movement with the breath. Whenever you feel satisfied, do smaller circles, right, perhaps, and then switch directions. Inhale forward, exhale, opening the lungs and the heart, and warm on up the tendons of your rotator cuff, your shoulders, lots of love. This is the real love making, when we are fully present with our sensations. Whenever you feel ready, smaller circles, and then bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, and just do some circles on your wrist. And then to the other side. You can also extend the left arm and grab the fingers and push the wrist like that. Be careful, be gentle. Switch, grab your right, extend. Ultimately, you can shake, feel good. Bring the hands into your knees and start circling your waist. Trying to close your eyes. Exhale back, inhale puff up your chest, bring your heart forward. Exhale round the spine. You can do small circles or big circles. Let your body take you there. I call this grinding. It's like a Sufi movement. If you want to read about that, engage the bottom of your pelvis. That's where the energy is sleeping. This is so nice on the lower back. Nice and really nice with everyone. Everyone needs a little bit of love there after sitting in the kitchen, sitting in the living room, sitting in the office, sitting in the car. Whenever you're ready, make smaller circles. You can also visualize a vortex like roots, spirals that go from your coccyx to the earth. Start spiraling the other side. So visualize this spiral from your coccyx to the earth like red roots. And you just move with that energy. So all life is in a spiral form. The umbilical cord, the roots, the DNA code, even the tornado. Everything has this spiral. So just let's tune into that energy, that frequency. Visualize these red roots. And then whenever you feel satisfied, slowly come to smaller circles and there to stillness. Maybe just take a few breaths still and feel. You will feel that earth frequency already within you. And what else here? You can bring the hands back into the bolster and extend the legs. Let's say, again, this is all the opening. So you're already familiar with this. Is the same exotic movements. So we don't forget them. So you can do toes, then ankles. So you can inhale, bend the toes, and exhale, spread them. You have a lot of energy pathways there. And then whenever you feel ready with the entire joint, inhale, dorsiflex, exhale, plantar flex. I hope you got this right. Inhale, toes to your face, exhale, point them away. Just in case. Inhale and exhale. Just notice. And of course, you can do so many ways. You can do circles. And you can do the other direction. Wow. We are not present enough to all our body and layers. What about point just for fun? I am a fun person. And then, oh yes, I really needed that. You will see after 40 what happens. Okay, that is the knee, right? So try not to bring the knee, the foot on the floor when you return because it kind of engages this area. Of course, if you have knee pain, you will not bend too much. So you'll be inhaling and exhaling just to do extension and flexion of the patella. Extension and flexion, warm it up. And then let's switch sides. The other breathing. Oh, this is makes the person hot as well. It's like a little mini workout right there. You can do this in a chair, which we'll do soon as well, our chair class. And then what about if we go crazy? So under your knees you have also smaller centers of energy called marbles. So just wake that up. I like to do some qigong stuff here. I will bend my knees and I will make a fist. And we do something called percussion or drumming. So you need to make a drumming sound and slap yourself. So listen, you can. And let's drum down, up. Whatever you like. Alright, there we go. What about the lower back? Oh yeah. Bringing some chi, some prana. Here you have the kidneys, adrenals, that's responsible for your stress management. Let's extend the left arm and do the inside. Up, 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 up. Outside. Switch arm. outsider, right? What about Tarzan? Ah, yeah. And right in the sternum, you have so many points as well. Okay, so a little bit different, but definitely delicious. Now, yes, we cross the legs and we go to that cat and cow pose. The blanket will just serve has a cushion for the knees. This one, you know, hands under the shoulders, knees, hips width apart. Inhaling, look up. If you have wrist pain, try to do a fist. And exhaling, pushing the shoulders to the sky, around in the spine. And keep going. Raising, drop the belly, look up, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, push it up. And keep going. 2 more. Very nice. And when you're ready, we're going to hold that cat for a moment. Just push your shoulders up, hollow your belly. And then our child's pose is going to be with the bolster today. So I call this our friend. You open the knees. Now, if you have the other blanket, let's say you have neck pain, you will roll the other blanket and put it here. If you have a towel, if you brought a towel from home, which we also recommend, you can put a towel. If you have neck pain, if you don't have neck pain, you maybe can just put it to the side. So the bolster is around my knees, not too close, not too away. Be sure your knees are on the blanket and relax. Let me know if you need anything. And just breathe here. If you have knee pain, this is the caution. So if you have knee pain, you need to let me know. You can also try rolling the blanket and place it under the knee. So the blanket will be if you have neck pain and you don't, if you have neck pain, you don't supposed to turn. So then you will do roll and then the forehead will go down. So you're not supposed to turn if you have neck pain. It's better to bring towel from home, of course, because yeah. Vamos a ponerte out, you guys. Beautiful. Okay, so the same that I was explaining her, you cannot do like that because then you will be suffocating. So if you have neck pain, you will have a towel, smelling lavender with petals, cold. But you will roll it and you will place on the forehead so she doesn't turn the neck, but she has the vacuum to breathe, right? And here's this class, try to just relax in each pose, like you're going to sleep in each pose. We're going to hold the asanas, of course, longer than usually. And if we don't, it's because I do have a lot of content, but usually in our real restorative class it would be 10 breaths and plus. Okay, so we just allow us to just stay nice and tranquil. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Very good. So this is a blanket. So that's not doing anything for you. So here it will be better. So you see, once you guys are there, I'm walking around and checking if everything has the props and, making sure everyone is nice and comfortable. Just allow yourself to let go of the rushing, of the expectations of what's coming next. And you can move your bolster just a little bit forward, see how that feels for you. Alright. So when you feel ready, come back to that cat and down, ground your hands, return. And here we can do some variations. So I'm going to do like so you guys can dance in the video. But it's coming back. So then from here, I will say something like lift your right leg, and that might be enough. Again, you can make that fist, and if you want more, then you will lift the opposite, the left arm. Okay? So that's a little bit of a workout, still being nice and gentle. Be sure your hand is under your shoulder. Baja la mano más para atrás. And then when you feel ready, you can slowly switch sides. Engaging your abs, your mind, push up, extend the leg behind, extend, stretch your knee. Stretch. And one more breath, and then come back to that child's pose. If you don't have neck pain, try to turn the face to the other side. Another variation that you can try is putting a block on the edge of the bolster, like that, and then see how you like. Let the bolster support you, give you love, and relax. Cha. Grab a blanket and roll it and put it behind the kneecap. And see how that feels for you. Inhaling deep and exhaling, just melting away. Relax your lower back. Let it open up. How you like it? Extend the arms and relax. With each exhalation, feel yourself becoming a little bit more heavier. Trying to bring the bolster a little forward. Estamos muy metidos. Inhaling deep. Exhaling deeper. Arriving home. On your next inhale, we're going to do our first Adho Mukha Svakonasana. If you have wrist pain, try the wrist, the fist, or the forearms. Be sure your feet is on the mat and not on the blanket, and you can even lift the bolster there. We're going to start with the knees bent to protect the hamstrings and the lower back. So I ground my hands and flex my toes, and on the next inhale, I lift the pelvis up. And you want to bring the crown of the head touching the bolster. So if you feel like your hamstrings are cold, keep your knees bent, and as you start breathing, you can bicycle your legs. But be sure that the crown of the head is touching the bolster. And you might want to be with your feet on the mat, not on the blanket, because, or your hands, right? Because they might slip otherwise. You want to separate the feet even a little wider than your hips at this style, creating more space on your lower back. One more inhale. And your forearm also hurts?
Yeah, because then this is in the way. I don't really want to move it.
Okay. And when you're ready, come back to that balasana. If you didn't try with the block under, try. And you can even make it higher. You move it one like that, one like that. There it is. See what you like. And relax. How many? Close your eyes. And relax. Be sure you feel nice and comfortable. Allow that presence of the Ujjayi breath sound be with you, activating that vagus nerve. Tanya, you don't look very comfortable like that. Are you comfortable? Your head is, yes, your neck is pretty. Okay, so I show you how to put the blanket on your forehead like a roll so you don't turn the neck. Make a roll, yeah. That's maybe too big. Smaller. Each exhalation is an invitation to restore, to recharge, to let go of the fast lane. Take 2 more breaths here. Feel your body already surrendering to that receptive energy. Beautiful. So on your next inhale, prepare to get out of the pose. So ground to your hands and come on up. You can move the bolster to the side and you're going to come into your knees for Parigrasana. This is called the portal. Bring the block to the left side and then open your right leg to the right. This is also on your Hatha Vinyasa. So you definitely want to have that blanket under the knee. And you want your right foot in alignment with your left knee. You want your right foot nice and flat because if it's pointing, you can slip away. And some floors are slippery. Definitely no socks. Inhaling, open the arms, open the lungs, and exhaling, go to your right side. Right hand on your right leg. Now inhale, lift the left arm up and feel the opening. And exhale, round the left arm to the right and it stay there. So you want to make like a moon shape and stay there. Stay and breathe. If you want more, you can grab your left wrist. Inhaling deep. Exhaling deeper. I need a phone so I take pictures of you guys. One more. Wow, really nice. Grab your wrist if you want more. Beautiful, Sean. 1, 2, and 3. This is just for you to remember what you did. And when you are ready, return, inhaling. Wow. Now left hand will go on the block. Now what you don't want is like this, right? The shoulder close to the ear. So like you said, you know, shoulder away from the ear. So just see what is a good measure, right? So it can be just flat, tall. Some guys might not want it, just spider fingers, but the hand must be under the shoulder. Find a straight line. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, go to the other side and feel that opening is so delicious. Ocean, bring your hand a little closer. You can stagger yourself. You guys are one straight line. It's a little more complicated. If you come forward one back, then you will have more room. Yeah. Nice, right? I love this one. And then you can push your pelvis forward to lengthening. Beautiful. Whenever you are ready, inhaling, come back, bring the knees together, and exhaling, release, and now to switch sides. So in restorative, you're going to talk about first the props. So you will say, grab your block and place on the other side. You need to give instructions with the props first. Then, okay, open the left leg, be sure that the feet is nice and grounded, and make that line. Let me know how your right knee feels. You might need another blanket. Inhaling, open the arms like a beautiful dancer, and exhaling, left hand to the left leg, left, 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 and stay there. So you want to ground your feet a little. You're leaning forward. You want to stay in one plane, do less. Don't need to do too much. I mean, you already feel it here, right? So just do easy, easy. Let the breath tell you when it wants more. Inhaling deep. You guys look so good. So the most effective way to open the back is transversal. Okay? If you want more, you can grab the left wrist, but you don't really need to. Amazing, dear. Oh my God. And then we have an advanced one with a lotus, but I will show you another time. When you're ready, return. And now bring the hand into the block on the other side. If you don't remember the side, just say the other side. Be sure that the hand is under the shoulder. Bring the block a little bit more in. And now you might just need a spider finger, so see how it feels for you. You might not need to. And then lengthening. Stretching the arm, breathing. And giving yourself time to open up. Beautiful. Pushing the pelvis forward. Breathe. It's called Parigrasana, the gate. Opening your gate. Stretch more the elbow. Yes. Delicious. Whenever you feel ready, inhaling. Return to center. And now, with the knees here, you're going to bring the bolster between the knees and just shuffle back. And be sure that the knees, your shin, and your feet has that carpet, has that blanket all around. And then look, guys, grab your calf muscles. Come up. Yeah, you're in the field. So come up, lift, and remove the flesh out of the way. So remove the calf, and then slowly sit on the edge of the bolster. Now, if you have knee pain, that will be the thing. Let's say I do have knee pain, just lift up, and then you can put a block, and then you will sit on the block. But try to bring the knees close together, so that will be easier. Okay, but the knees, I am showing us together. So you are almost on the back, so just, so come more into the edge of the bolster. Now you will grab the belt and you will put on around the legs and you will tie yourself up. wants the knees close together. Alright, so you don't need the block. I was just, because you're my model. Yeah, thank you. So see what feels best for you. So then, again, we said that the plastic block is not so great. You need more patience for that. But the metal, you go through one ring and then two rings, and then you will squeeze that. Okay. Another thing that you want to take note is that the metal should not touch the skin. If you are working with seniors, that will make a bruise, a purple bruise. And then they leave the class, they're all, what happened with your which And believe me, that can happen with someone that has some health conditions, taking medication, so just a little detail. Did you close your bell? Another thing is that you will need to have patience here setting up the props. So then, he's like, what? So then you will, some people will get it, some people will not get it, and then you will come around and kind of help everyone with their props. And now, here we're going to just take a moment to do a little pranayama. Is everyone comfortable?
It's tight.
So why don't you put the block? Did you try with the block? Of course, if you have 2 months, then basically that's how we will do it. We'll do less, lifting the seat. Alright, so yes, let's do that one that Sean is already doing. Let's do alternate nostril breathing. Okay, so let's relax the left hand. This is called Chin Mudra palm up, Jhana Mudra palm down. The thumb is the creator, God. The indicator is the ahankara, is the judging, is the ego. Ahankara bows the head down, connects with God in a circle that never ends. You forever are connected with the source. Those 3 fingers are tamas, rajas, and sattva, the qualities of this world. So they point down. Then the smart hand does the work. So this is Vishnu Mudra, hanging loose from the Hawaiians. Or you can also massage your third eye. Let's cover the right nostril with the right thumb. Exhale to the left side. Engage Bandha. Inhale left. Cover the left and exhale through your right. And keep going. Inhaling right, exhaling to the left. Inhale, and exhale to the other. Keep going slowly, trying to make your breath long. You can relax your left hand. Shoulders back, roller band, tailbone tuck, belly tuck, chest uplift. Find the organic flow, easy. Nadi Sodhana, alternate nostril breathing, wonderful medicine to balance the masculine and the feminine, the hot and cold, to be balanced human beings. Let's do 2 more rounds and you're going to finish exhaling through your left side. Slowly, the cooling side, female side. When you exhale to your left, just relax the hands on your knees. called Vidasana. Now Parshva Vidasana is a twist. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand behind on the bolster. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, left hand on your right leg. Inhale, puff up your chest. And exhale, twist to your right side. Now to this next one. Close your eyes and keep twisting. Sorry, what's difficult? Twistings will massage the organs inside. It helps to detox. Parshva Vidasana. Every time you twist, you energize yourself. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And exhale, left hand behind. Right hand on your left knee. Inhale, puff up your chest. And exhale, twist to the other side. Nice and slow. Parshva Vidasana. As you're sitting in that position, you're also massaging your ankle, your calf, and lubricating your knee. Every time you twist, you're massaging your lower back gently. Very nice. Twist a little deeper if it is on you. Don't force anything. The last part of the twist is the neck, unless you have neck pain. Then you don't twist. Remember, we already have seen this. If you have neck pain, you don't twist the neck. And then return. That's right. It's like, okay, inhaling arms up. And exhaling arms down. Now pull the belt out of your legs. Remove the belt. Bring the hands forward. Now let's unwind that goes for the knees. You can bring the bolster forward and do your Adho Mukha Swavanasana. And this downward dog, you can start with your knees bent, but look, it's a longer downward dog. So spread the legs more back. Open the feet, maybe even a little bit wider than your own hips this time. And when you bring the head into that bolster, it can be a bolster and a block as well. You are also inviting that parasympathetic nervous system. It's almost like, a pillow on the head, and it helps to release a little bit of anxiety and depression. And Berta, you don't bend the arms. Walk more back. Walk more back. Beautiful. All right. Look at your hands and just walk forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, you look up, bend the knees a lot. Exhale, bend forward. So Ayurveda will also have something here. So maybe on your forehead, rubbing your elbows. That's too high for me. So let me lower. But keep your knees micro bend, okay? See how that feels. And then after you can take it out. But let's just use the suggestion of the teacher. So for this one, you want to open your feet a little wider than your hips. Just a little bit. And just melt. Hips width apart really, but again, in the modern world, we'll just exaggerate a little bit this movement and just hang there. Breathe in. If you feel that the block is too high, make the block lower. If you feel, remove the block. Yeah. Little shaking, maybe from one side to another. Feel that spine lengthening up. 2 more breaths here. Maybe drop your arms at this point. Maybe remove the block at this point. Let the neck hang down. And then slowly we're going to come up. Bend the knees and roll. 1, grab your left wrist. So don't forget to tuck the tail, tuck the belly, pull your left arm up. If you have a shoulder pain, be careful here, of course. And then you go to your right. And see that I'm doing what I call micro movements. So very gentle, small movements, and the breath is going to tell you, give me more, right? Stay in one plane. Bring the arms behind the ears if you can. Beautiful, everyone. Just good morning stretch. Pushing your pelvis to the other side. And then when you're ready, inhale and come back. Exhale, arms down. Feeling that ocean of prana. And then inhaling, the arms go up. And then switch sides. Grab your other wrist. Pull that arm all the way up. And then go to the other side. This is called also Ardha Chandrasana. Same name than this one. Super good. When you're ready, inhale, come back. Exhale, and remember, moving with the breath is vinyasa, nice and elegant. Now we are standing here, so might as well do some standing. So the next one is the chair on the wall, number 13. I will show you, and you guys can do it. For that one, we'll need 2 blocks. So then you will, let me just grab this. Then you will lean yourself on the wall, your coccyx. You can remove the blanket and use just the mat. And this is another way of workout in a restorative. If you have seniors, if you have someone with medication that have vertigo, you know, maybe they broke some bones, they don't have a lot of firm. I'm going to squeeze the block, and you can be static, which means no moving, or you can do that gym like calisthenics, moving. So let me show you. I will squeeze. Look what happens with my biceps when I remove the fingers and I squeeze the block. They pop. So that's like a little bit of a gym here, and I will be careful not moving the feet away from the wall so you don't bend the knee too much, right? Because that can be painful. So away. My coccyx is on the wall, so the wall is like a slider. I inhale, I bend my knees, arms up, I exhale like that. And of course, if you have someone that is very fragile, you know, delicate health conditions, you maybe don't do so many, you just hold. All right, so we're going to just do a few. Get yourself into what you can come here, Berta. You can go between them and squeeze the block between your thighs.
That's a blocker.
You can use a wall, you can spin me around, no problem. Be sure your feet is not crazy, that your feet is straight up. Move your feet away from the wall. Our workout for restorative. You don't need to move. I do find seniors, they like to feel like they did something, so that can be, you know, a good. And when you make them a little bit of heat, that's also going to help with blood circulation and all that. Okay, so it doesn't need to be always sleeping, but more like passive. So again, inhale, bending the knees, squeeze the block, arms up, and exhale. Extend, relax the arms. So you can do 5 of those and you will get a lot of it going. Inhale, push your belly against the spine. Exhale. And some of you don't need the wall, that's clear, right? But we're just using for fun. Try not to bend the elbows, okay? Lift your fingers. Just the palm. Wow, be careful bending the knees too much, okay? What about if we would just hold it? Now squeeze everything. 5. Now if you have someone with high blood pressure, they cannot have their arms above their head for too long, okay? They maybe have here. Understood? Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, I'm gonna retire. And when you're ready, come on. Alright, that was continue, you can turn to the wall and do a downward facing dog, which is actually easier for the wrist because you don't put the weight, so that would be another way to do it. You bring the hands shoulder high, and you just push away, and you make an L shape, okay? So, again, in this one, you can open your feet a little wider and give me an L. So the hands and shoulders will be in one line. Be sure your fingers are in one line. 4, 5, and push the wall away. L shape. You're rounding your entire spine. Push away. Now, the hands, this is your shoulder, this is your hand. One line. Walk more back. Your fall. You don't need the mat actually for this one because we have the wood floors. But of course, that's why we did that T shape, right? So you have the wall, you have the mat. Beautiful. So when you're ready, inhaling, look at the wall and come closer. Releasing the pose. And let's do one more here. It's not that, but we'll take notes later. You're going to make a prayer. You're going to bring the elbows on the wall. So this is not a hollow back, like look at me, like where you stick your tailbone out. This is just for the shoulders, okay? You just walk back, tuck the tailbone in, like shrink your glutes, but bring your forehead on the wall. Let the elbows be higher than your ears, if possible. And just do a shoulder opener here and close your eyes and pretend you're in the wanting wall. Doing your internal prayers with yourself. Eyes are closed. Inhaling. Exhaling. So I'm sorry. No, because it doesn't open because of the recording. So feel your shoulders and elbows. When you're ready, if you're welcome to release, just walk away from the wall. And now we're going to use the chair. So, now we're going to use the chair. Maybe we do 2 per mat. So then you can adjust. So I'm going to do it, then you're going to do it, and then I will adjust on you. I will adjust on you. You can leave the chair now because I'm staying. So this is going to be Uttita Trikonasana triangle and Ardha Chandrasana half a moon. Okay, on the chair. So if you have the metal chairs, even this one, we'll put a blanket. You don't want metal on the skin, right? That would be not nice. So you will put blanket on the chair like this. The distance of the triangle is like what width of one of your legs. So not too close, not too wide neither, right? The side where the chair is where we're going to turn to. So first you're going to do the alignment. Okay, open your legs. And then, okay, turn the feet towards the chair. You want that one line from heel back arch. And one thing that you are going to do for sure, look at your feet, fix your feet. Just like that. Oh my God. Okay, is this. He does a little bit of what I'm doing right now. You see what I'm doing? This is called negative angle, right? So it's going that way, my knee. And with time, that can deteriorate the joint, right? It's going to like
Feeling already like it's a
yeah, it's going to wear out the cartilage between the joint.
Yeah.
And then, so what we need to do, one way is consciously have good posture. You gotta press attention on those feet. You're doing it together. Just yeah. But so look, it's that now, right? So if I use my mind, I will engage my quads, and then I was going to pull my knee. Look. All is a thought, is a conscious movement. But another thing that comes from my younger book is put a block, okay? So then I will, let's say, I will bend, and the block will be like diagonal, and then it will kind of stay there, like that, okay? So that's another thing, the younger. When you do triangle, guys, press attention. Triangle, the chair must be almost touching the skin. I will pull, almost touching the skin. Not touching, but open the arms, inhale, I exhale, I reach and lengthening. Then, very easy is hand on the chair, under the shoulder, arm up. But deeper, right, will be bringing my elbow. Now, middle term is like maybe a block. Oh, now it's nice. I'm grabbing the back of the chair with my fingers. You also want this line, okay? You want the elbow and the shoulder in one line like an L, and the other will go up. And then you stay here. Now let's say the elbow is not getting on the chair. You can kind of like do it like that with the block. That will be another way. Okay, so let me show how you will adjust. Come and do it. So let's open the legs wide and point, and then you can even pull the chair yourself towards you. Let's lengthen it down so you won't lean on the wall. We're using the wall, the chair, the middle. Open the arms, inhale, reach forward, bring maybe the hand on the chair or the elbow. The hand is higher. Or she's a little more petite as well. So then maybe let's try it with the block. If you can put the elbow there. No. Ah, that's deep. No. Maybe like that way. Aha, we got a position for her. Right? So once she's there, the adjustment, well, I call it like, let's say your car broke in the middle of the highway. You're just going to use all your strength. Because you're going to move bones, of course you're going to ask. If you have a female, you gotta be careful if they're in the moon cycle in this area. I'm going to do a warrior one. I'm going to frame her. One hand, no fingers, will be on the sock of the shoulder and one on the rib cage. And I'm going to roll her hips to the wall. See that? I roll them. So I got myself, now she has my hands on her body. Now I'm going to start. So the entrance, and then 1, 2, okay, and 3. Now I just go on to stay. You okay? You feel good, right? Now I'm moving bones, guys. I am in the bone level, right? And I stay for a moment, maybe. And then the exit. 1, 2. She's going to feel her marmoset now. Do you? And then maybe, like we did before, like help her. Do you feel the heat?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you feel energy. Beautiful. And then I'm not, she can just grab the chair here to the other side, but we have another pose. So just let's do the same side, maybe easier. Yeah. So okay, now open the legs wide. The difference with Ardha Chandrasana is that Uddita Trikonasana, point your feet towards the chair. Open your legs wide. Uddita Trikonasana, the chair is almost touching the skin. In Ardha Chandrasana, the chair will be away from her body, okay? Now, you can do like in Hatha Vinyasa. You're going to bend the right, lift your left leg up, right hand on the chair, and you go against the wall. You balance. Use the wall. So now we're going to bring the hand under the shoulder, and then this maybe a little higher. Good. She's bending her elbow. So maybe you want to go deeper with the elbow on the block. Elbow. How's that?
Yeah.
That's deeper. Alright, now we push the truck. We go there and it's going to be the same, Just like, look, you see the sticking out? I will roll it. Roll it. So good. indication if you have your moon cycle, right? Because you don't want to press there. And then elbow. So you guys got it, right? So of course, I mean, I do have singers doing that, but I don't have the time to adjust everyone. Okay, so they just go into it. No, they do it. Of course, they've been doing yoga for 50, 30 years. They're not beginner seniors. They're yogi seniors. Okay, but actually, yeah, you should be okay because you have the wall holding you. All right, so you can come here and 2-2. You guys can use this setup here. You guys can use the mirror here. And then you guys can be the three of you guys together there. And you just take turns and you do those two poses together. Just triangle. And so you want the mat against the wall. Otherwise, the chair will fall. Now, I'll never tell you everything. So the teacher, triangle, you already know. We're just using chair and walkers. So you can still do the alignment of the feet. Triangle pose. That one you know. You must. You must.
On the chair, and you will sit on the chair closer up to your knee. So your foot has to move a little bit away from the wall.
And if you want to try that, micro bend the knee, bend your knee, and push the knee. Okay? Lengthen it, and now push the trunk. The top trunk right here. So it's here, it's inside this, and then the hip bone, you want to roll it, and then
And then if you would like to block it,
from the chair, a little closer, and maybe like that.
Yeah.
Good. They're going here and here.
Yes.
remember to breathe, keep it cups against the wall. Right, two.
Okay, so let's fix this. Bend the knees, then push your calf. Now, maybe open a little bit the leg. Now come to
Yeah,
forward.
that felt so good.
Frame her. Let yourself strong. And then lift this knuckle, and then you go to roll it. Aha. Don't bend down. All your energy.
Now when you're ready.
Guys, push with all your strength, because it's no problem. So in triangle, the chair is going to be almost touching the knee. Because otherwise it's amazing. Also, this can happen. He's using the block, so let's because it's lit. You saw that? But, you know. Yeah, let's see. Up bend, and then push.
You need a bladder as well.
Can you bring the elbow on the block and then pound down? Pound down. And now you do the triangle, the warrior, and you continue this nugget and the hip bone, and you just with all your. Let me see pictures. Beautiful. Alright, don't bend your elbows. Don't bend your elbows. Yes, power. Pushing that car. Let me take pictures, guys. Beautiful, everyone. Don't bend the elbows. Don't bend the elbows. Rest the tension. Yes.
Just need to let go from my wrist.
Beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then don't. And remember, you need to do.
Shall we
You
do?
gotta remove the hands. Slowly.
You do the other one.
Slowly come on. So then we'll do the other
You can do the
side.
other two. So for this one, the chair will be away.
Yeah.
I don't think you need a block.
You don't need a block, so I'm not gonna.
Don't bend your elbows.
I'm not gonna put it on the bottom.
Try to put the elbow now. Let's put the blanket. Yeah, you play with it, you see the measurements, how this convenient.
You got your coccyx next to the wall.
And we got the knuckle, the hip bone, and then we just roll it towards the roll it. Feel the rolling of the hips and elbow straight. Looks amazing. Wow, look at you, warriors. No, seriously. Feels so good. I'm like, how are you coming today? Don't get go. No, that's her. Whoops. Guys, that's another class. That's good. Okay, that's good. Elbow on baby sister.
The other side and
I think that's
Ready?
but I can't wait to try it.
Beautiful.
No, you want your knee close.
So good. You feel it, right?
Yes.
That rolling. It's amazing. Very
Just see
good.
what I give and then you get us some more.
Yes.
Because when you stretch, can I stretch it?
Oh, Shanna.
I'm gonna pull it tight. Last time I pulled it.
So it starts doing this. Very nice.
Reach out to your
So, if I am
this on
yeah, she did it before. She did it very gentle. Very gentle.
And then do you want to do the adjustment this time? I'll show you. Just put just put forward back warrior and then
Okay, now you're gonna lengthen it to
here.
your
And then you
side.
say inhale, exhale,
Stretch.
push it 3 times.
Your shoulders and your arms are nice and
Roll
wide.
right towards her.
And the chair, put on my bum.
Much as hers.
Beautiful.
He likes it.
The other side, everything is
Yeah, drop it in as much as you can. Elbow, okay. Your head against the wall, your shoulder against the wall.
Don't bend your elbows. Make your elbows straight.
That's right, our elbows. Okay, then we'll do the next one.
And it's like warrior.
Get the blanket
You have more
first.
power. Your hands.
No, I just did this on the So this one we pull chair all the way. That last one, because we're doing the same.
Yes.
Daughter, every step. That's too
So
nice.
stretch,
Yeah.
reach, I would say reach
Open your
out
legs.
to the left and then drop
Not
your
to
legs
start
down
saying
to
some
the chair. Raising the right leg.
This one I do.
Yeah.
You all do that.
Like this, but
Yeah.
same thing.
Right, because that's what I have to like.
Oh, look at
And if you can lift the leg up higher, otherwise it's hard.
So don't bend your arms. Don't bend your arms. Because it's coming from your hara, from your dantian, and the energy goes straight to your arms better like that. Oh, you're getting double? You don't want to just adjust to it?
Well, no, we just used to be doing the on the other side.
Ah, yeah. Maybe a little more
In here.
It's actually amazing here. Yeah.
on the first one that we did it.
Opening up.
Yeah, it's like back, yeah.
When I open them up, he actually.
Crack.
Yeah, you needed it. I think.
Alright,
So we're still going to shoulder every time.
How was it in here?
I do have it, and I do want to Yeah, the first one was triangle. Oh, yes, like a body.
Going away dinner.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Of course, you know how it goes. have this one. There's only one time.
Yeah, keep this one straight and then and put it under the that right here, second time.
When you make your foot down,
There you go. How'd you do this?
oh yeah.
Another one you can do is,
Like go back.
You guys do both sides?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. I did one side with you and we did the second side with you.
Oh, that's what you asked me.
Yes, and he did both sides as well. We did very good.
Thank you. My future's good. Aho to that.
Above the chest and under the shoulder. And you're doing two sets. Go gradual, gradual. And then she will give you more permission to enter as you go.
Closer one. Do you want to use block here?
You gotta get a massage.
Yeah. And because if you go,
You get body work sometimes now.
leave it, you know? If my husband's around, so higher.
Yeah. But you shouldn't because you're not doing anything. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's one. So trust me, it's fine. It's not like it's just in that position. I'm like, ooh. It's fine.
Okay.
All right, so I'll do the other one.
So let him tell you how to run. Careful bending your knee too much.
Okay.
Do you want to try this? So she's leaning on the oh, so use the wall. There you go.
Oh, so a little further away.
The mat is crazy. Fix the mat. Grab the chandasana. No, go back. Fine. Tell her what is up. She's balancing in one leg. That's the same pose we do in the Hatha Vinyasa.
Wow.
She's leaning on the wall. She's leaning on the wall. And now you look a warrior. With the blanket. And go back the arms and then go gradual. One. Don't put fingers. And roll her head to the wall. Maybe pushing. Roll it. Uh-huh. Okay, right. And then slowly release your hands. And slowly you can bend, micro bend the knee like a warrior two. And then sweep the church with the other side. You guys are much more alive. So that is this sloppy without you like channeling. And now you have the opportunity to Her feet twisted in the front. Take a look always from the bottom up. And then slowly do a survival warrior. Find that knuckles and then roll her, especially her hip. Her hip is sticking out. Don't bend your elbows. If you do a warrior, you will have more power. One leg bend and then, yeah, you can. Now don't, yes, I can see it from here. How's it feel doing? It's good? Yeah.
knuckles off the yoga mat. And if you're working with someone senior with vertigo, they can sleep and basically just fall. Warrior. Don't bend your arms, Carmen. Bend your arms straight. Beautiful. So find those knuckles and then move those bones. Yeah, yeah. So remember, it is always gradual, and you hold certain depth, and then you remove slowly your hands, okay? So maybe you just remove the hand a little slower. And then the same, but one leg up, like balancing in one leg. So reach forward like a warrior two, you don't need the block. Bend the arms, make your arms straight, coming down from your navel into your heart, into your arms. Roll her hip to the wall. Yeah, it's deep, but it's good. Yeah, and just look first to the left. That's the beauty of the wall. You go straight up, right? Slowly, you can release, and then she can bend the front knee like a warrior two and come out of it. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's continue here. But look, on your page, you will have a downward dog and a three pose. So the downward dog, can you look away now? The downward dog is that hands on the wall, and you want to make the L shape, and you want to walk straight. Then you can push again, so then you can lengthen the spine. But let's say you already did that. If you want something more advanced, what you could do is the warrior three, right? On the wall. And the other one that is not on the sequence, but we already did it, is that prayer on the wall. Okay, to open the shoulders. And then the next one that is in there, I'm having a three pose on the wall. So for that one, you will bring the hands on the wall. You will come close to the wall. If you have knee pain, the feet will go below the knee, right? But if you don't have knee pain, then the feet will go above the knee, and then you roll the knee on the wall. So the knee is on the wall. Okay, the knee is on the wall, the knee stays on the wall, and the hands come to the heart. And then of course you will have half people on the wall and half people will be like I don't need the wall. And then you can say something. If you can, try to pop off the wall. Off, pop on, off. Talk about wristy, looking toward point. And if you want more, then the arms will go up. But we are using the wall as a prop, right? And the person will have the knee there, so they're not really balanced, but it's still giving them the opening on the lumbar. Three pose will relieve sciatic pain. One leg is opening, stretching. The other leg is becoming strong and tall. All right, and of course, it's always good for concentration. You know, if you have anything, any mental disorders, any lack of concentration. Alzheimer or anything, then you will have to focus. But so we'll skip that. Yeah, you guys, that's easy for you guys to do. You want to practice? It's easy. It's just like I need to practice.
I need to practice everything, but it's okay.
Yeah, but it's a basic asana, so all we're doing really is like bring the knee to the wall. Yeah. Now we're going to use the chairs again. Okay, so I will show you, and then you guys will copy. So that's another thing that you want to take note. When you're doing restorative, usually the teacher will show, and then everyone will watch, and then they will grab the ingredients, which are the props, ingredients for your recipe, and then you will do it. So in this case, again, even if I don't need the bolster to sit, because I can sit on the floor very fast, we're just going to use it today. That will be my seat. Now we're on sitting. Already standing. You don't have the sense of tension. Okay, everyone, come down back to the mat and have a seat. Then I will have hopefully this long belt. And again, sorry if we don't have belts for everyone. I really encourage you as a yoga teachers to buy your minimum props for your practice. And we want a long belt. See, this is short. So let's see. It might not work. But this is all coming from my younger book. And what I said, like if you have two short belts, then you will entangle them together and put them around my waist. So Jan Shushasana. Is that what? Yes. One leg will be bent, and we don't want to leave the joint hanging on nothing. So we put a block there, right? Again, you might instead have the bolster and the block. Let's say you want to do a more restorative, but you're more open, then you will sit in that blanket like a seat, right? And then you might have another blanket, roll it like a vegan sushi under your knee, right? So that could be a little, maybe not so high, right? But yeah, you don't want the joint hanging. And then this, so I put the circle over my head. You bend the leg, and then you put the belt around because you must bend. You can't just reach for it because then you pull the back. And if we don't have belts enough, maybe we can share. And then the belt will go really low on the lower back. The belt is like doing a massage for you. So it feels. And now we're going to bend forward. I'm going to bring. Sometimes we flex the back of the toes on the back of the chair, like using the back metal. But let's say see what is the stand for you. And you don't want to round too much, but you also want to relax. Sometimes I use a block as a pillow, but diagonal, you will see. I bring the arms up, inhale, and exhale. I reach forward, that's too close for me. I maybe do like this, and then I go to sleep here. I just rest my arms. My butt is very much up high, but I am stretching my back. And my neck is totally relaxed, and I'm still stretching the left leg, and I'm opening the right leg. If you want more, maybe just move the chair forward, and then you will go lower, and then again, oops, you can have that beautiful lavender spa towel petals for the forehead, or this is a foam block, so it's not bad, and actually that feels really good to support. And then you just close your eyes and you stay there. Okay? Alright, so someone can use my setup if you want, or just get yourself ready. So just kind of jump here if you need. And we have chairs for everyone, I hope. If you are sure to give the long belts to your long friend. And then bring the chair in front of you. Voy a sacar fotos de ustedes. So let's all get situated. Bring the chairs in front of you, not against the wall, just in front of your mat.
Where I can rest my leg down.
Yeah. That's why it's a long belt. Bring it. Come on. Get the chairs in front. I will help you with the belts, everyone. So that's what you will do. You will come around and you will help your friends. And that's another thing that you need to iteration, okay? For me, it was the harder part of teaching restorative is coming from the self-salutation that is so fast, and now you gotta fix the furniture. And you gotta fix one thing, you gotta fix the other thing, and you gotta just be patient. You cannot be irritated if the belt doesn't work, the buckle. You just go with it, you know? But yeah, you will need to have a little handle of like put this stuff together, and then you will squeeze on your measurement. So let's put the block under the knees dropping to the side. Where are you? Stop. We're right here. We're right here. Yeah, but you need one each. And you don't have a chair. Here, you can use this. No, I have another. Everyone has another belt. We have 2 belts here. You can go there and you do your selector. We're not sharing right now. Sorry. Here is the chairs, guys. Thanks. First you're going to close the belt. And then if someone doesn't have a belt though, I grab the belt from your friend and you try it the other leg. No problem. Don't worry.
You got a long one here, Alex.
Exactly. So first you close the belt. That's why. No, because it's wrong. It's on top. Yeah. Start again. Remove the belt. Because that's the steps. First you enter the pose. Then, yeah, Janu Shushasana. One leg bend, one leg straight. Don't let the feet cross the legs to the other side. There. Just put. Yeah, your feet is crossing. There is no leg down. Just in the contour. And this is not on the shin, it's on the knee. And have it bring the arms up, and then how's that feeling with you? Okay, close your eyes and just relax. And relax here. Okay, let's see. First, set up your leg. Bring the block under your knee. The belt will go on your lower back. Patient with stops. That drove me crazy in the beginning, honestly. I was like, oh my god. But then you know, that's what I'm saying. It is a different. You gotta just go with it. The block on your knee. Your block is on your shin. The block is on the edge of the knee. Yes. Now you can drop the leg more. Try to put the belt more in your lower back. Down to your sit bones. It's going to massage it more. Yes. You feel it? Much better. If you put the belt on your sit bones, that's what. And then you just relax here. How's that? Better? Yeah. Now it looks much better. Breathe for me. Breathe for you. Now the asana. Sit on you. Inhaling and exhaling. Finish with the curls. You're missing a block on the joint. Oh, I know. It's like you're making your rest with all the ingredients. You okay? Remove the belt. Give it to Shiana. She was looking for one.
Switch legs.
Yes. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale. Actually, don't switch legs. Do Paschimottanasana, both legs straight, and then switch. Put the belt just with the next to the other foot. If you don't like the props, that's fine. But I'm just using Iyengar, has traditional, has false. But that belt looks crazy. Why you're sake of the class, like I said, maybe the block or the bolster is too high, and you will with blanket, right? If the block or the bolster is too high, you will do blanket instead. But most people in restorative, they are never work out, they never been stretched, they got car accident, they're overweight, they're seniors, then they definitely will need all this stuff. Try to put the belt around the toes to stretch your fascia under your toes. Can you bend the knees a little? The belt is too tight. Now, oh, it's okay. Leave it like that. Under the toes is where it goes. The belt will go over the leg, and your is under your leg now. So fix that. Okay. I got it. Sorry. I got the memo. Don't talk to me now. Beautiful. And I mean, for the sake of the class, if you wanna sit on the floor and see if it feels better for you, please do it. I'm just teaching you from the book, right? I'm teaching you from the Iyengar World of Props. But of course, if you do yoga and you might be more open, then sitting on the floor might be better. I'm just, trying to understand my point. How's the belt? Stay for 5 more breaths, whatever you are, and then you can switch legs after. Trying to notice. Any change in your energy. Sensation of surrendering, of non-doing, you just stay there. As the arms on top of the chair, they're comfortable for you. Just stay. Bring the chair closer and then grab the back of the chair with your fingers. Whenever you're ready, if you didn't do the other leg, just bend the other leg at this time. So this is Janu Shirshasana and Paschimottanasana.
Hello.
Bring the forehead on the chair with the blanket. That's another option as well. See how that feels for you. Instead, the block. Right? So you're lengthening the spine. You are extending the leg that is straight. You're opening the hips. When you open, you release lower back pain. Enter this more slow energy. You'll help to reduce high blood pressure. Some people take medication for that. And when you're ready, if you're ready to both sides, have Navasana. Switch for 1 second. With me again. We have Navasana with the belt. Navasana with the belt is an easy way to do Navasana. It's just another. It has so many things that we can do with the props. That's why it's easy not to use them. But I will put the belt around. So let's see how I'm doing it. As a circle. I put it over my head. And then I put the legs under. And then the belt will go under my armpit and under my knee. This is the easy variation. Let me just explain to you guys the whole thing and then you guys can do it. That's another thing that you want in the restore because we use so much stuff. So you want to go over the explanation and then the students will do it. We also said no touching the buckle on the skin. This is super lazy. I don't even think I'm really doing a lot of work here. Or, but it feels like a little boat. It's like a hammock. You may do this now. I can still here. No problem. So it's really, I mean, I guess you are lengthening a little bit your spine, but yeah, so you will get the sensation that you're actually balanced, but you're not really balanced. But then more advanced will be using the long belt, and then you will extend legs like the real Navasana, and that's nicer. Again, I will always give you more like delicate senior, and then more advanced, and this is a little short for me, but I'm gonna have open hamstrings. Now I'm gonna use my core, but the belt is too short for me, but you have the idea, right?
Yeah.
So this feels actually really good. So it's not so much on my lower back, but I am engaging my core, and I am stretching my hamstrings. When you stretch the hamstrings, it helps to release lower back pain. It comes a lot from the back of the legs, okay? So be kind, maybe you want to partner with your friend if you don't have two belts. Here you can entangle one belt with another belt. So if you're short, you have no problem. If you're long, she will need a double belt. So maybe one belt you have.
I'm a big one.
So here, let me use this one. And then you can use this one. Oh, perfect. So let's do the two ways. Let's do the easy way where goes around the armpit and por acá, around the armpit and around the knee. Sorry, under the armpit and under the knee. You gotta squeeze that belt more. No, under, not on top. And then you find a hammock. Very easy, actually. I know, guys. With the props, it's like, what did I go? But don't worry, it gets better as you get more familiar with it.
I can only use one belt. It's 2 belts is too little.
Yeah, you don't need 2 belts. So lift your chest. Ajá. Es más acá abajo, more under your arm. Ajá. Lay back, lay back, lay back. Right? It's super easy. If you go camping, you don't have a chair. Now you have the belt. So yeah, you just need one for that one. Easy. Now extend the belt and put the belt under your toes, under the metatarsal. Metatarsus. Let's get a little bit of the anatomy going. Okay, you will need to memorize most of the bones, like that draw I put in WhatsApp. No, open the belt. Open the belt. No, open the belt, Diego. Estíralo, estíralo. It's too short. She got it. How's that? It feels really good. Perfect. So this is easy. Yeah. That's like a little. Beautiful, Karen. Good. Put more under your armpits. So that's easy. That's only one.
Am I doing something here?
Feels good.
But with the legs extend, it feels more, more appropriate. You gotta have those long belts. Then it's easier. You just have one belt and you use it for a short, long. You don't need to do so much,
Yeah.
of putting them together, entangle them, entangle like that.
Do you know what length the long one is when you buy it? Do they have options?
I don't know, but it will be the longer. Yeah, just bring your stuff. You're in yoga school. Just bring your stuff to school. Está rico, ¿viste? It's nice. So this is Navasana with the belt, number 20 on your sequence. Diego, get off the pose and give me your belt. Be a gentleman. A low level of anxiety in this. Give it to her. Give it to her. No, give it. Just use it. It's easier. That's faster. And this one. Yeah, this one. You guys stay there. Ciao. Stand the leg. Close the belt a little. It's too wide. Pull the. Yeah. No. Pull the blue. Pull. You're falling. No. Pull. Close them. Close. Find the space where you become like a pendulum. No, you gotta extend the legs, my love. No, close the belt. Listen to me. Close the belt. You fall back. Come back. You gotta balance on your sit bones.
Kind of feels the same if you use your hands like a belt.
That is a posture too.
It feels really good. It's easier to balance too. Like if I let go of my toes and then
You can balance on your sit bones now, come on. Maybe put a blanket under your sit bones. Okay. You're falling back with your chest. Puff up your chest, puff up your chest, puff up your chest. Yeah, so you're using a little bit core because you are actually balanced. You are actually balancing.
In this one we were using something.
Yeah, the other one you're. All right, moving forward. You can release now. This is called one of my favorite ones. You got it. There you go. You needed that blanket. Yeah. Yeah, definitely blanket. Man, this is the world of props. All right. So let us take a look on the ingredients. Let's move to this one. You need to definitely know to perfection on how to do it. Okay, so press attention. You can grab the props as I announce them. So that way you have everything there. So I will sit on the mat, legs crossed. We're going to do Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together, everyone. Grab the bolster and put the bolster long side in the back. The bolster is like touching your lower back. Then you're going to grab the famous belt and you're going to again make that circle, put it around your head, and you're going to put it around your toes. And then you need just a shoulder, and then you're going to squeeze that belt like just we did in Janu Shirshasana. Again, you might not need to use the belt. This is just like, again, we're following the master, and why not? So the belt is down on its bones, massaging. Now, let's say my knees are here, like most people. Then you will have the locks under the knees.
is this just to bring this closer?
Together.
It's just to massage your lower back. Now you might need 2 blankets, so let me tell you why. One blanket will be like this, okay, like a rectangle, and that will be will be your pillow, okay, for your neck. Can you see me there? Sorry, I have all this sharing there. But let's say, for example, I have open hips. Wait for us.
Okay.
What I should do, right? So I don't need the block, right? The block is too much for me. That's why I say you might need 2 blankets, because another way to do it that you might want to try, so you don't need that blanket under this time. I'm sitting on the mat, right? So then, look, you will grab the blanket. You gotta open up like a big rectangle. You will make a roll. Who's going to do the bigger sushi?
Oh, definitely.
No! Bigger. Then you put it on top and you put under. That would be another way. No, not that way. The magic of the brush. That way. So it's not going to be both. Either the block under the knees. If you have someone like this, most people will be like they cannot open up, right? Or if they're more open, then they can be with the blanket. So grab the blanket under that you have that you don't need to sit, and then make a rectangle and throw it in the back. Now we're going to all come down together. Bring the hands behind. Inhaling, puff up your chest. And exhaling is slowly start going all the way down. So try to have either the block or the blanket. And then you go down and then open the arms to the side. And now we'll come around and now look at everyone if everyone needs anything else. So I will come around and ask, so do you want a pillow for your neck? It's okay. You want a pillow for your neck? So come around. So let's put the blanket more into the curve of the neck. Just alright. Beautiful. Now just relax completely. Let the arms open to the side. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana. Allowing the pelvis to open like a beautiful flower. The bolster is massaging the lower back. Opening the pelvis, releasing lower back pain. This is also good for digestion, as you slightly stretch your abs. Really good to do this maybe after a big meal. And the bolster is puffing up your chest, right? It's pushing your chest up. When that happens, you just stretch your lungs. When you stretch your lungs and you breathe better, you will release anxiety as you breathe fully. connection as you bring more prana into your heart center. Just using that lifting of the heart. Just allow the body to stay there. Just receiving is the art of non-doing. Just being. Inhaling deep. Exhaling deeper. An enhancement will be bringing the arms above your head and grabbing your elbows. And then you will feel a more opening of your lungs, of your chest. Allow yourself to breathe. Maybe here we can do another pranayama exercise now. The 3-part breathing. Stagger. You inhale through your lower abs, towards the diaphragm, and then another sip towards your heart and lungs. You can hold it for a second if you like, Rachaka. And then exhale, lungs, diaphragm, down to your pelvis. 3-part breathing. Inhale, pelvis. Inhale, diaphragm. Inhale, lungs and chest. Feel it. Exhale, lungs, diaphragm, and pelvis. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Find your rhythm. You don't need to hold it. You can hold it if you like. Inhale 1. Inhale 2 in 3 parts. Inhale 3. Exhale 1. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Iyengar will do pranayama students in this position. Sometimes being upright can make you tired, but here is more relaxing. If you grab in your elbows, you can switch elbows. You can grab the opposite elbow. Whenever you feel ready, you could stay longer here. Please forgive me. You can just relax the hands to the side. Just take another breath there. Just feeling your body recharging, rebuilding. And to come off the pose, we're going to put hands down to the floor, palms down. Then tuck the chin to your chest to protect your neck. And then using your arms, trying to come even, not right and left first, but evenly. Use your arms, even. Then slowly remove the blanket, remove the belt, and just move the bolsters to the side. So here we have the Supta Padangustasana. We're now going to do that one because you guys are already familiar with that one, right? I will give you another option, but for this one, you definitely need the long belt again. So, you know Supta Padangustasana, right? Let me just give you a little bit of a reminder in case you don't. But after here, you move the bolster, right? Bring the hands back, and you can bring the knees to the chest and lay down, right? Now you're back on the floor. practicing enough because this is already happy giving. So let's try something different now. So more content. So instead of doing that one, we're going to stretch the hamstrings and the neck at the same time. For that one, you need the long belt. So make your belt long, or just wait for your friend to try and then we can share or entangle with patience the two belts. So watch. First, I'm going to put the belt behind my head, above my ears. First is the head. Then I put around the feet. And then I extend. Now, this is too long, clearly. Yeah, then you go close. I see this is a little more tricky, but there you go. Then you find that middle line, right? So this is still too long for me. Some people will be okay with that because the hamstrings worked out, right? So I'm more flexible. So that's it. So now on the neck off the floor, arms relax, shoulders drop down. That is engaged with the toes flex. And now you can stay here for 5 minutes instead of 10 breaths. You just stay there. This is called passive stretching. It feels that you're not doing anything, but you are. Okay, so I'm stretching the back of my neck slightly and the hamstrings. If I want more, I will do look slowly these movements. And then you will do those legs. Boom. Oh, yeah. You can put your favorite Beethoven, Mozart, your audiobook, and you just chill out. So you're doing an asana that is totally up. You're not really doing it. And then, of course, then you will switch legs. To get out, you bend the knees and you remove first from the head, which just has the neck, and then the legs. Okay, someone can use my belt if you need it. So lay down, and first is going to be under the head, behind the head, under the neck, above the ears, and then around the foot. One leg at a time, just one leg first. No, first you lay down, yeah. First you lay down and put on the head. Then, oh yeah, you got it already. How's that? Open your arms away from you and just relax. Close your eyes. Beautiful. Está buenísimo. Massage your neck and your hamstrings like 2 for 1. Open your arms more away and relax. You got it. You can push your toes forward. No, above the ears. Yes, otherwise you. Ay, si sacas el te lo voy a llevar para que estés mejor. Yeah. My teacher called this style moving the furniture, by the way. Under Lapa that I am under, he studied with Iyengar 10 years with him every day. So how's that? You got a bend one leg, pull something? No. Move your arms more away if you like to come. So you can see how much you want. You can just lift your neck just a little, just barely off the ground, or maybe more. You can move one side to another, very gentle. If you point your toes forward. Las caras, priceless. Let me take the picture. Your faces are, oh my god. And then you can, para que le saco la foto. And you can, whenever you feel ready, you can bring both legs if you didn't yet. Point your toes. You can always open the bell, close the bell, see what is good for you. But again, so much more slow. We'll stay there way longer. And put some Eckhart Tolle, you put bunny shots, and you stay in the pose. So if you stay, let's say 3 minutes, that's going to be much more beneficial than hold the pose for 5 breaths, right? You will go much deeper, even though it's passive. We're not going for it. It's just coming to us. It's just relaxing. Now everyone gets neck pain through the iPhone, through the computer, so you will stretch those muscles as well. And then if you have both legs, then you can now bring the other leg down, if you didn't yet. And just slowly you can gentle move. If you want to like the size of the neck and see how that feels for you. You're just hanging from the belt. Out of the center of the belt. Lower best friend. The passive doesn't go very well with you. Stretch the hamstrings and the cervical spine. The back is on the floor, so you also get stretched just being on the floor. Javiera, open your arms more away. Let your shoulders touch the floor. Yeah, you want the shoulders towards the floor. Alright, my friends, and again, in a real class, you can stay much longer in each asana, but we do have content here. It's like I'm not getting out of here.
To get off it.
You get off, you can bend one leg, remove the belt from the neck first, and then just release. Yes, you can hug the knees. We do have a spinal twist here. I feel that the spinal twist is more efficient with one leg extend, one leg is bent, but you can also bend both legs and turn to one side, then turn to the other side. We have 2 more asanas and then we're done. So let's get to it. So if you release, you want to hug the knees, twist to the side, that's fine. Yeah, give yourself a loving hug, twist, and then bring the knees into your chest, rock back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then come to a sitting, so you can watch what I'm doing. A ver, apuntame acá. So this is the Setu Bandhasana. That one you already know, but we're doing it in a restorative way. So let's take a look. Setu Bandhasana, you know, right? Is the half bridge. Right? So you were on the floor. How was the transition, guys? You need to. This is also in Hatha Vinyasa. You need to do this to come from the floor to a sitting. Okay, and this is totally safe for everyone. All right. So now I'm sitting. The Setu Bandhasana is laying down, the regular one, but I'm going to show you a different one. That's why I need to bring you here. So this is called the to it. So now I'm going to sit kind of on the middle of it. On the middle, here we go. You can put that block between the legs, and then you go back. The hands is your security. Slide it a little forward, and then your shoulders will be on the floor. And now you're just leaning on this beautiful. Take a look on your feet. Sometimes they go crazy. With the block, you can squeeze them, and then the arms will go above the head, and oh my God. Now you cannot come up, because if you come up, you will pull your entire back, and then you will kill me. No, but yeah, you cannot come up from here, okay? So how we get out, how we enter, and how we get out of the pose is when you can get hurt on it. So always be careful. You bring the knees into your chest, you remove that block, maybe open the arm that you want to slide. Let's say I open my right, but the left will be better. But I open my right, and then I slowly will lean to the side, and now I can get out of the pose. Okay, so use the hands, and voila. Alright, so this is a different asana that you already know. Seesaw. Seesaw, the shoulders stay on the mat, and you have, so come a little more forward because you have the wall there. Up. Give yourself some space to grab your arms up over your head. Use this one, because that one is too soft. So use your hands, just slowly
Oh, in between your
back
hands.
down. Slide back, slide back. Slide more back. The feet is straight, squeezing. Okay? All right. Looks good. I will come around and fix around. Go more to the middle that way. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You have your shoulders gotta melt down. Siéntate más en el medio al final. And you can have a knot, especially if your feet squeeze a little. Yeah, squeeze the block with your legs. And now down. How's that, guys? Yummy. You can bring the arms above your head and enjoy yourself. Inhaling deep. Exhaling. Vamos a poner los hips width apart. Ahí. Maybe bring this way. Okay. Be sure your shoulders are on the mat and your body is on the pillow. Looks amazing. So this is also a back bend. This is also a heart opener. As you puff up your chest, you can also feel it on your lower back. And it's a little bit of an inversion. You're bringing the blood flow down to your heart, down to your leg. When you bring the blood back into your heart, it just got refiltered, reoxygenated. As you squeeze the block with your thighs, you also a gentle engagement and tone. It helps to release maybe some disalignment on the lower. And again, you just feel the energy of these asanas, right? Completely different than that vinyasa flow, right? It's a different world. much longer. In a real class, you can just pick 6 of these 20 asanas that we're doing and stay longer. We also talk about the chakras. We also do pranayamas on those asana sides. We are staying longer. Like I could talk about forgiveness maybe right now and what that really means. And that is what becomes yoga therapy. Right? You work your Manamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha as you are on this asana. So to come out of the pose, you want to bring the knees into your chest and first remove that block. Usually we open to the left side because we don't want to smash the aorta, the vein that feeds the heart. So open the arm to the left and slowly bringing the knees to the chest. Roll to your left side. You can take another breath there, like in a fetal position to regulate the blood. Perfect for you, Javiera, today. You're like, should read my mind. And then to come up, you use your own hand and you lift in the head, the last part that rises. Very good. So again, last asana, we need to have some sort of inversion, and that is going to be our Viparita Karani. So for that one, usually people don't know how to enter or come out, and also seniors might have a hard time with that. So the bolster will be against the wall. That's why we have that T shape. So when they lay down, it's also cushioned. They cannot lay the body on the floor. And you come in front of the bolster. Put the hands on the wall, and then grabbing the wall, you slowly you go down. Now I am going to use 2 bolsters. And so here you're going to use 1, okay? Because there also that's a lot to move around. Then, okay, so then I kind of like, look, I gotta shuffle myself there. And then I use my hands. The hands are your tools and your security. Lay down and you roll. And usually when you, that's a little sloppy. Most of the time. So on the wall, right? You lift your pelvis, boom. You want to accommodate the bolster just under the lower back, and then the legs as close to the wall possible and as straight, and that's all. You can relax the arms, bend or lengthening, and this is called Viparita Karani. Even females that are maybe having the moon cycle, they can maybe not be so elevated just with a blanket, but their worm is a full inversion, but it does feel super good. So shoulder stand, head stand, replacement for neck pain, or just a restorative form, you know, again, moon cycle and all that. And you want to stay there until you feel your feet getting numb, right? That's when is the sign that the circulation got. And then variations, we already have done them. Ooh, that feels so good. That's definitely going to do a lower back opening. Of course, I'm overdoing it. We'll be here. And then another variation is doing that Supta Baddha Konasana in the wall. I bring my hands there, and so delicious, right? This is the one that in the lockdown, I stay for like half an hour. I did Shavasana here, I slept here, I meditate here. I felt much better before, after. Then, okay, to come out, same, knees to the chest. Let's say is the left arm, you just roll it. And then the head is the last part that rises after you take some time so you don't get dizzy. That's another thing. And you're good. So you can do Shavasana with the legs up. And we'll do Shavasana like that because we already run out of time. So get yourself situated. And you can remove the curtain there if you like. you can read minds. Just ancient. Yeah, you can come here. Because this is too soft. No. You guys went all wrong.
It's not right.
Down the side. Then you're too sleepy.
And then from here I
Yeah, round it, because you can't do it like that. You go on the side, then you roll it. Okay? And then you might want to shuffle, come as close as you can. And then put the feet on the wall. Lift your hips. Accommodate the bolster and let's go. It doesn't need to completely touch. You know, just give a space for your body to roll it. And that's it. Viparita Karani. Like I said, you get a little slop in the beginning and then you accommodate yourself.
So I just pull it in. So you put it
Shoulders down, shoulders on the mat. Shoulders on the mat. And lower back on the bolster. And how's it feel? Really good to do it in the evening. Remember, if you didn't have the time to digest the teacher training and do your sadhana in the morning because we're here together, you can do something at evening, and this will be one of them. Super good. So what is happening here? Number one, improves blood circulation, right? That is the first benefit. I want you guys to get the benefits of observing the sensations of the asana. Reverse blood flow. Again, bringing the blood back into the heart. You can maybe purify your more alkaline as you remove stagnation. This Viparita Karani will be great for tired legs, people that need to work without sitting, like in some stores, right? Varicose veins, that would be another one. Do you bend the elbows so you can relax your shoulders down? Yeah. And the pillow, the bolster, is massaging your lower back. It's supposed to be doing that for you. Reduces high blood pressure, reduces mental fatigue. Who doesn't suffer of that today? And you can feel if you want to do any of the variations, either like legs a little wide or maybe that butterfly, that kona means angle. I'm gonna do an angle, push the hands into the knees, see which one you wanna try it out. Now they're not Viparita Karani, what we call them variations, right? Or enhancements. But they're definitely delicious. And if you wanna know really, a younger, if you're doing the Viparita Karani, he will place a bag of sand or weights on your toes, so then she will get more of that work on the hamstrings and Achilles tendon. Beautiful, everyone. All right. comfortable and you want to come into Shavasana, you can do that or just stay there now. This is Sloka 27 from chapter 9, Bhagavad Gita. Karma Yoga. Whatever you do, Arjuna, God spoke, make that an offering, whether it's eating, sacrificing yourself, giving help, or even your suffering, tapas, offer it to me. Then it's yoga. It becomes worship. Puja or worship need not to be done only at the altar. Whatever you do, even your eating becomes worship if you do it with that feeling. How can your eating become an offering of worship? Who is in the stomach digesting your food? In this very Gita, the Lord says, I am the digestive fire of your stomach. So you only satisfied in me. Don't think that you're eating for your own sake. See, you are doing this jhana, this sacred of eating, into the fire in the stomach. The food goes into this divine fire. When you're taking a shower, think, I am washing the Lord's temple. Everything becomes worship then. You don't need to think, I'm just washing my bundle of flesh and bones. Instead, say, I'm washing the Lord's temple. I'm dressing the Lord's temple. He is sitting here inside me. I'm feeding him. Then every act becomes puja. Your very life becomes an offering. Doing things for others without expecting anything back is a form of worship. That's karma yoga. Sometimes people ask me, when I go to work and get my own salary, how can I call it karma yoga? It can be. What are you going to do with your salary? You're eating, you're clothing, you have a house to live in. So what do you want to dress? What do you want to eat? Why do you want to have a house? Why do you even want to live? To serve others. With that money, you equip yourself with enough energy to give the energy enough for day-to-day expenses, you can demand a rise. When you're ready, bring the knees into your chest and prepare to get off the asana. If you're living for the sake of serving God and His creation every minute with every breath, you are worshiping constantly. Your work has become worship, and every act is a part of that. And roll to the side, to the left side. And take a moment there. Close your eyes, make a pillow for your face with your hands. Take another breath there, feel yourself. One more inhale. And then gently roll yourself up. Close your eyes for another second or so. You can sit on the bolster and bring your back against the wall. Bring your hands into your heart center so we can close the class. Let's repeat the same mantra that is the beginning. I hope you feel